Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on the show or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. Now, we got a juicy show for you guys. It's championship week that just passed. But first, let me introduce you to my co-host, and he goes by the name of Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
How are we doing? We're doing great today. It was a great weekend. I think the weekend went as I expected it went. So it was very entertaining. So no complaints on my end.
It was entertaining. You know, I'm these referees, Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a broken record right now, isn't it?
It is a broken record, but like we said, if the NFL wanted to fix it, they could have fixed it a long time ago. Obviously, somebody does not want to fix it.
And so say it again, Steve.
Somebody does not want to fix it. I mean, we know the NFL is an old boy network. They do things the way they want to do it, and there's just nothing else we can say about it.
Yeah, it's my way or the highway.
Their way or the highway. And as long as people watch, as long as the ratings are high, as long as the advertising up, they're going to keep doing it. So,
and you're going to hear this from time to time on this show because we represent the people. We're not bound by any network. We represent you guys, the average person, the fans, the people who put all the money into the everything to make everything work. We stand behind you guys. So if we see the BS, we going to call them on it. Period.
Absolutely.
But your week was good, Steve?
It was good. It was a good week. I got back in time, beat out the storm. I got caught up in that whole storm of the century. Winter storm.
Did it snow a lot in Carolina?
They got a lot of ice in the mixed ice, and that's the worst. Oh. I'd rather get a foot and a half of snow than get all that ice and sleep. That's what really caused the accident. So
I hear you. How's Mama Rubain doing out there?
She's doing well. I want to give a shout out, of course, to her. It was great always going back to see her. Shout out to my cousin.
Her our love. Yes.
Absolutely. So family is everything. So it's always great to go back and see. It's always great to spend time and, love and hug. And every day you get a chance to love and hug your family because you just never know.
Exactly. And that's one to grow on.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Let's get into this football, though, shall we? Because
sir.
We got some controversies this week. Where do you want to start with?
Hey, I'm gonna let you pick it. You take us where you want to take us, Steve.
Well, I guess first the big story today. Let's just knock it out now because all day long I was watching all the early morning talk shows, sports talk shows.
I do, and they starting to irritate me too, Steve.
Yeah, you would think it was like the biggest controversy in the history of mankind. It was the worst travesty. It was the snub of all snubs and blah, 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 blah. And for those who are on a different planet, don't know what's going on, somebody leaked out about the Hall of Fame. And apparently the all-time great Bill Belichick is not going to be a first-time Hall of Fame nominee.
Wow.
Boo-hoo-hoo. Now,
hey, that's you guys big all know me. Boo-hoo-hoo, Steve.
I'm the stat guy. You guys all know me. I'm the stat guy. I threw out the stats. Sometimes stats can lie. In this case, stats do not lie. And what I'm talking about is you got two Belichicks. You got Belichick with Brady, and you got Belichick without Brady.
Here we go.
One is a Hall of Famer.
Here we go.
One wouldn't even be considered for the Hall of Fame. Let me throw out the stats at you.
You something else. Hey, before you throw out the stats, let's give a shout out to some of our people coming in. We got Glenn White. What's up, sir? Shout out to you. Woo! What's up, Glenn? Oh, we got Apple Lord 7. What up, Apple Lord? Right. Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in. And they're tuning in on YouTube.
Yes, please tell your friends, like and subscribe and share.
Yes.
We want to grow. We want to continue to grow and give you guys the facts. Like I said, we're not like those early morning talk show hosts that just give you this whole big soliloquy and get outrageous and oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. Belichick should have been in the Hall of Fame, and nobody should ever get in the Hall of Fame, and Belichick is in the Hall of Fame. Blah blah blah. No, we're gonna give you the truth, and the truth is, with Tom Brady, Belichick's combined record is 249-75. Of course, amazing. The 8 seasons without Brady, Bill Belichick was 83-104. And that's 5 seasons in Cleveland and then 3 seasons in New England post Tom Brady.
Right.
It's even worse when you talk about the playoffs. With Tom Brady, Belichick was 30-11 with 6 Super Bowls.
Right.
Without Tom Brady, he was 1-2 in 8 seasons with no Super Bowls, no championship games.
It sounds like you trying to put mud on his name, Steve. What's going on?
I'm just calling it for what it is. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Now, when you speak about a first ballot Hall of Famer, this is somebody who excelled at their craft for the duration of their career.
Right.
Would you agree? If you're going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, you should be somebody who excelled throughout your career.
Okay.
That's the basis for a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is an elite of elite, with someone who we have an argument legitimate that what would Belichick's career be without Tom Brady?
Hold up.
The reason why I can present that argument.
How many Super Bowls does Belichick have with Tom Brady?
6.
And 6. Are you sure it's 6 or 5?
6.
It's 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady.
Correct.
What other coach has done more than that?
Nobody. Again.
Wait a minute. You just made a point right there. How many? What do they play this game for?
For championships, and with Tom Brady as his quarterback, he has 6. I don't argue that point.
Yes.
The point I'm bringing up is that let's remember, Belichick, for whatever reason, ran Brady out of New England. Now, we don't know the background behind it, but whatever happened between the two, Brady said he needed to move on. The whole argument was that Brady was going to stay in New England for the whole his career.
And he should have.
No, or should he have? Because when Brady left to go to Tampa, what does Brady do his first year?
Super Bowl.
He wins his 7th Super Bowl. Brady's record without Belichick in the playoffs is 7-2.
Understandable.
Belichick's record without Brady is 1-2.
Okay, but this what we're talking about right now has nothing to do with just Brady. We're talking about Belichick, and what Belichick did was something nobody else has done. 6 Super Bowls. Doesn't matter the quarterback he did it with. He did it, and nobody else did it. So we had the same argument when we talked about boxing and about.
So let's get to part. Okay, but then let's get to part 2. Then
there is no part 2.
There is Deflategate and Spygate.
We can't. Well, see, I understand that, and
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm number 1 on the list because the Panthers, when we played them in the Super Bowl, the first time we went to the Super Bowl, it seemed like they knew our plays. So I'm with you. I'm with you with that understanding. But we said at the beginning of the show,
the reason why that has to go to consideration is because.
But Steve, like we said at the beginning of the show, we said if the NFL wanted to change it, they would.
Change what? Cheating?
Yes. What do you think the refs do?
Okay.
We have instant replay for a reason.
Was Tom Brady suspended for 4 games for Deflategate? Yes, he was.
Okay.
How many games was Belichick suspended? None.
I don't remember.
None. I'm giving you the answer. None.
Okay.
He was never punished whatsoever for Deflategate or Spygate.
You know how he's punished now? Suspended for. Deflategate was Brady.
Yeah. Spygate was all Belichick.
Yeah.
You know how he's punished now? He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. The writers and the players did their vote and said, we're not going to put him in if I got to step away, I may have to step away for a minute. So I'm just going to give you a heads up.
All right. But now I'm seeing your whole get up about it, and that does make sense. Punish him when he should be rewarded for what he did right now. That should be said.
Yeah,
that should be said. Honestly, that should be said.
When I come back in, I'm going to close out that argument by talking about the Baseball Hall of Fame and what they've done with their all-time greats who have cheated. And how Pete Rose and Bonds and McGuire and Sosa and Roger Clemens all were denied the Hall of Fame for what they considered cheating with steroids. So why should Belichick not get the same consideration when it comes to Spygate?
Say that.
That's my argument.
But they should say that. Is all I'm saying. But you make a good argument right there. I see where he's coming from, but Belichick won 6 rings. Nobody else has done it. That makes complete sense what Steve just said. And I agree, but they should say something. That's the underline right there. Let everybody know why he didn't get in. Let them know. Don't just because it makes it look stupid. This coach has done something no other coach has done. There's no argument he should be a first ballot. But for the cheating and it being proven, that does make sense. Let me give a shout out to James Johnson. What up, sir? How you doing? And my boy, was it Tongue BB3? If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. Hey, let me put that up so everybody can see it. Hey, everybody cheats at everything, but when it comes to sports, when it comes to instant replay, we need to get behind that and get that together. Officials, I feel like a broken record, but I have to say it because this whole playoffs have been manipulated by the referees. There's, in my opinion, people who have made it past that shouldn't have made it past. We need to define what a catch is. I don't think people really understand what a catch is anymore because what we thought was a catch in any game can be changed and be something different. We watched 3 different games in these playoffs, pivotal moments be manipulated by the refs because lack of paying attention. I'm going to be nice and say just lack of paying attention because we have instant replay for a reason, and a coach shouldn't have to waste his timeouts on something like that. A coach shouldn't have to waste his timeouts. This should go over the referees' heads and come down with a phone call to review it. It should be an official officiating review. And if they make a mistake, we're all human. Say it so it doesn't get passed, so that play is held up and the right call is made. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Let me see. Apple Lord, he said, Belichick was directly punished by the NFL for the 2000 Spygate scandal, receiving a $500 fine, $500,000 fine, the maximum allowed, while the Patriots were fined $250,000 and they lost a first-round pick. Let me see. Steve, you see what was said?
No, I apologize, guys. Technology sometimes has a mind of its own, but yes, he was fined. The team was fined, and there was a draft pick. Now,
hey, so I'm glad Apple brought that up. So
yeah, now is that a legitimate?
If he was already punishment, whether it's legitimate or not, that's what was in the realm of the NFL, and they gave him the maximum. Thank you, Apple Lord.
So again, let's go back to what I said before. Should he be a first ballot famer with that stain on his record? And the answer, of course, is no. If you're talking about a Hall of Fame, you're talking about the elite of the elite.
Right.
You're going to recognize him with a first ballot Hall of Fame when you already said that he cheated in the league and got punished and fined for it? I mean, that just proves my point right there.
The
league is saying, no, we're going to sit. We're going to recognize what you did.
I got it.
We're going to recognize what you did, and we're going to punish you for it.
Tong, his name is Derek. All right, sir. Thank you. I got that. And shout out to, what's it say? Is that Lunchi Bowls? Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Oh, Lou, what's up, Lou? How you doing? Shout out to you. I see it right now. That name is something else you got up there. Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. But Steve, moving right on, man. You made a good point. But with all that being said, let's not play with it. Say exactly that so everybody understands. Then there's no uproar.
I did.
Be completely transparent.
I'm saying the NFL spoke. The uproar is based off of the NFL said we're not going to recognize you with a first ballot, given your history and the stain you put on the league with your Spygate.
Right.
I mean, based on the same thing with steroids.
Hey, well, I can agree with all that. I love that was put. Yeah, that was well put, Steve. I like that.
I mean, Barry Bonds is a no question first ballot Hall of Famer. It's been 20 years. He's still not in because baseball has punished him for perceived steroids.
Right.
I mean, that's just unfortunately the way they do it when it comes to these Hall of Fame. They recognize those who have maintained. I mean, not every great. I mean, Lawrence Taylor had a lot of stains, but he was a first ballot.
Right.
But his stains were nothing in the league. It was nothing that was league directed. It was off the field things.
Beautiful.
All right, let's get to the next thing because we gotta get to this coaches. We want to talk about some of these coaching hires.
Are we going to officiating now?
Let's go to NFL coaching hires.
Okay. Ooh, you want to start off big. All right. Who you want to talk about?
Yeah, we got to. We got to go big or go home is what I always say. So, yeah, we got to go big because let me ask you your question. Let me ask you first of all.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of these coaching hires? Is there any coaching hire that sticks out to you as being impressive, a game changer?
Well, with me, with coaching hires, it's all yet to be seen. The first season, the moves they make. Now, I might be the wrong person for you to ask because I'm gonna tell everybody. Let me explain. When you get a coach and it's his first year with a team, you can't expect much that first year with the team. None of the people that's there at the team did he hire. You have to give him 1 to 2 years so he can get people that he sees in positions to put them in the right position. A coach just doesn't come in all the time and just take right off. Now, if you want to say somebody who stands out to me, I've been saying it all week. I made a timeout about it. Kevin Stefanski. That is the craziest hire that I've seen in a while. Now, I will not take away what he did with the Minnesota Vikings, but for 6 years with the Browns, he went to the playoffs twice. And when he went to the playoffs, when he had Baker Mayfield, he had Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry as a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Right then, that should have showed him that it's not the quarterback. You need the weapons around him. And he didn't get the picture. He didn't get to the picture to the tune of he got rid of Baker Mayfield, who's doing fine in Tampa Bay, might I add, who looks great in Tampa Bay. So that speaks volumes about him. But he didn't learn in Cleveland, and he argued with the quarterback instead of making the right moves. I just wanted to know, what did he do that was so special in Cleveland that got him picked up in Atlanta? He went through 13 QBs. You know what?
You know how it's always hard for me to agree with you on anything. But this is one case where I got to agree with you on because And it's not even so much for that. It's because Atlanta right now, who's their best player on Atlanta?
Ooh.
Who's the best player we want to say on offense for Atlanta? Who's their best player?
I like that tight end. I can't think of his name, Steve.
You're gonna take Pitts over Bijan Robinson?
I like Pitts. I like
Oh
Pitts.
my goodness.
I like Pitts. I think they need another wide receiver. Bijan Robinson, we know that he's a beast. I'm not disrespecting. I'm not disrespecting him at all. But I like that tight end. That guy just stands out. I like anybody they can go to 10 times on a drive.
Yeah, but it's been what 4 years he's been in the league now. He's had of course several beast games. Yeah, but consistently Bijan Robinson is the real deal. And that's the guy who's going to take them to that next level. Stefanski is not a running back guy. And so it's a bad hire for me on that regards is because when we were in Cleveland, he didn't run the ball as much as he should have. So now you're going to have one of the top 3 running backs in the league. He's not going to get touches because Stefanski is a quarterback guy who wants to throw the ball all over the place.
And that's the funny part. He's the quarterback guy who doesn't like quarterbacks.
Exactly. So it's a weird.
He can clean house. I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a quarterback with Kevin Stefanski over there. But Apple Pie Lord 7 says Bijan, Drake London. Hey, I know Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London. I agree. Drake London's good too.
I like that tight end, man.
Yeah,
that tight end is a tall guy. And I believe they should keep who's a quarterback you don't like? What's his name again?
You're talking about Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Why his name just slipped my mind right there. I know they have a phenom on the bench, but let Kirk Cousins finish out, do another year, put another wide receiver right there, and that quarterback is going to follow right after Kirk Cousins, or use Kirk Cousins for a draft pick, and deal with the woes of a brand new QB.
The problem with Kirk Cousins now at this stage in his career, his pay is just way too much for his value for what he brings to you.
So
he's not taking the pay cut.
No, he's not.
If he takes the pay cut, you can't pay Kirk Cousins $35-40 million to do what he does.
Man, Kirk Cousins got an awesome manager over there, and Kirk Cousins is not taking no shorts.
He's not taking no shortcuts. So for that reason alone, Kirk Cousins has to go because he's too much off of your salary cap.
But Steve, this is Kevin Stefanski we're talking about. Well, he has a short fuse when it comes to rookies, short fuse when it comes to new QBs. I believe Kirk Cousins is a better person to introduce to Kevin Stefanski to gradually bring in Phoenix the next season.
So what we're looking at is another mediocre season with Cousins at the helm.
Kirk Cousins doesn't give you a mediocre season.
He's
Phoenix,
the ultimate 6-10 guy.
With Phoenix and London and Bijan, they're going to kick up dust with Kirk Cousins. They had a terrible season because they had the young guy in there, man.
Well.
That's why. Now I'm not saying anything bad about Michael Phoenix. He's going to be. Did I say his name right?
Michael Phoenix.
He's going to be fine. But right now, Kevin Stefanski needs stability, and that's what Kirk Cousins will bring to Kevin Stefanski. If you start Michael, it's going to be a problem. Houston, we will have a problem.
I'm curious to see how they go with this. Like I said, I just think Kirk Cousins is too much off the salary cap. They need to infuse young talent. They need to go out there and get free agents. And you just can't afford to pay Kirk Cousins what you're paying him for what he brings to the table at this point in his career.
True.
So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see.
Apple Pie Lore 7 says Cleveland had a great running game with Nick Chubb. Yes,
Yeah.
Nick Chubb before the accident. Before the accident. After the accident, but before, you're right, Apple. You're right. They had that all day long until his leg made an L. That was no bueno.
Well, and again, that was the Nick Chubb under when they had our guy. Once he got traded and they brought in Deshaun Watson, the running game went south.
Are you talking about Baker Mayfield?
Baker, of course. That's our guy.
Yeah,
we love Baker.
I like Baker. I like Baker's energy.
Listen to me. Baker plays if everybody played football like Baker played, the NFL would be immediate beast mode.
Baker's energy.
He has a chip of all chips on his shoulder.
I don't see how any coach could not like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Baker Mayfield, I haven't even met the guy. Just watching him on TV in a sports game, he looks likable. The way he's on the players, he's headbutting people without a helmet.
Helmet on.
This guy he's on another level.
Yeah.
You know what I really like about him, and I'm gonna tell you guys here on Blood Whistle Sports, me, Wayne Holloway. I know it's a sports game. I know they get paid for the game, but you know what irritates me is when people on the team are playing and they're losing or they do something stupid and they're on the bench smiling.
Yeah.
You don't get that from Baker Mayfield.
No.
If something happens bad, he's pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Yeah,
he's upset at the situation. He's not sitting over there giggling on the bench. I like people that take it seriously.
Oh yeah, no, he's all about the real. There's no joking around with him.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'll give you that much. We agree.
Now,
outside of that,
I want to flip it on you. With the coaching hires, who's somebody that stands out to you, and who do you like the most?
I mean, the only one I think could possibly work out well is Harbaugh to the Giants. Just because I do like that Giants young talent, and he's going to have that leash, and so I think he could build something there. Outside of that, I'm not really too excited. I think Pittsburgh dropped the ball with McCarthy. I think they could have done something much better than that at this stage. I mean, he's 62. I don't think he's in this for the long haul. We'll see. Jesse Minter, great young hire. We'll see.
Right.
Nobody else has really stood out to me. It's just it's a lot of we'll sees. There's no Ben Johnsons like from last year. There's none of those guys who Cone from Jacksonville who were just bang, 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 can't miss.
Well, McCarthy, the reason why I didn't say anything about that in Pittsburgh is that's a laughable situation to me. Pittsburgh has been so solid for so many years, and their Achilles heel was succeeding enough not to get high-ranking players to come in the first round. Like they needed another solid QB to come in, and they were never low enough to get a first-round draft pick. You understand? So they would have to pick up somebody like a Kirk Cousins because they're always too good to get the cream of the crop. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you look now at the NFL in the last couple of years. Caleb Williams first pick, Jaden Daniels second pick of the draft, Drake May fourth pick of the draft.
Right.
The only one that really kind of is a surprise standout is Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix was 11th. But generally speaking, your quarterbacks come in the first 4 to 5 picks of the draft.
And Pittsburgh never was that low.
Never that low, yeah. And so that's a big hurt for them.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that McCarthy can do is that McCarthy can sneak it up well enough that they do fall into that top 4 or 5 pick, which might be the best play for them.
And that's what they're going to do. I've told everybody in the city of Pittsburgh, you ran Tomlin out and you made the playoff every year. Losing's going to be good for you guys, but get used to it. Get used to it because You guys do not even understand the pain of going through trash seasons, getting a 4-win season. But you're gonna understand. You're gonna understand. Pittsburgh, you guys always had greatness, so you guys were spoiled. Now, welcome to this world of the coaching carousel and the QB fails.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys know what you opened yourself to. What you should have did was keep Tomlin, and 1 year what gave away a plethora of picks to get a QB, and picked up you a wide receiver, and that would have changed things for you. If you got a cream of the crop quarterback, that's basically what you were missing because the defense is decent. And then the next season you would have to get more wide receivers, but you could have got wide receivers, from off the board.
Yeah.
But
let's close out with the last coaching hire because this is going to influence one of your young guys, Shedeur Sanders. The Browns today hired Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator from the Ravens. Now, here's my question. I'm going to throw this at you. We've been highly critical of the Ravens offense the last several years.
Right.
Not using Henry enough, playing hero ball with Lamar Jackson, not making plays when the game counts.
Yes.
Do we really think he's going to come to Cleveland and all of a sudden find the magic wand and get it together when he couldn't do it with all the talent Baltimore had? He's going to come to Cleveland now and be able to figure it out? I don't think so.
Cleveland, that defense, as you know, defense wins games.
Yes.
They got to figure out what they're going to do with Shedeur and Watson.
Yeah.
And I want to see what this coach does. I want to see what this coach does because the market should be premium for Watson or Shedeur.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do something with them, use it to get what you need.
Yeah.
But with this coaching hire, I don't see anything happening in Cleveland anytime soon, unless they put some wide receivers around Shedeur or around Watson.
Yeah.
Cleveland will be fine. That defense will keep them in games. Get the wide receivers out there, and the offense will follow.
Yeah. Now, since we're all on Cleveland, now people are talking about the whole Belichick travesty and the snub there. If you want to talk about a real snub, let's talk about Trevor Lawrence being snubbed from the Pro Bowl in favor of Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
Now, everybody should be outraged over that snub. People are outraged over Belichick. This is a worse snub. Do you not understand that Trevor Lawrence threw for almost 4,000 yards?
Yes, I do.
And almost 40 touchdowns.
Yes, I understand.
Interceptions. And was third in MVP ballot.
Got it.
Shedeur Sanders had 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, like 1,200 yards, and a QBR of like 63.
Oh man! Hey, Steve,
how do you miss on that one?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: the what's the game called? Hall of Fame game?
Yeah.
No, it's not the Hall of Fame game. It's the Pro Bowl.
And now it's called the Pro Bowl games. They got a flag football game. They took away. Remember
the game is trash.
Yeah,
it's not like what we used to watch where they took pride East versus West.
Yeah.
Where in the Pro Bowl you would get your block knocked off. The NFL has dropped the ball on this game for so long. The ratings got to be terrible compared to what they should be.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders, no matter what all those 4,000 yards, this is a social media type of thing now. Shedeur Sanders wins the popularity test. Trevor Lawrence is nowhere in the popularity contest, and quite frankly, the Pro Bowl is in the trash. Okay, Shedeur Sanders can bring it out the trash. You know why? Out of 32 teams, with the 53-man roster, Shedeur Sanders' jersey sells top 5. You know who's under Shedeur Sanders? Lamar Jackson, Celeste Williams, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, the guy that just won 2 Super Bowls back to back. He's under Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is 5.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm
makes
not
like
arguing the point.
$13 million
Cleveland fan
off his
base is
jersey
amazing.
sales through the NFL.
We know how great the Browns fan base is, and we know Shedeur Sanders is a marketable player.
Shedeur Sanders exceeds the Browns fan base. He transcends all that. Everybody wants to see this young man win. And if you were a smart coach coming in there, you would put the weapons around him and fill those seats up in the Brown Stadium and make the Browns a Super Bowl team.
Okay.
Hey. Push Shedeur Sanders someplace else. All those people are going to leave.
I want to see him do well, so no argument from me. Like I said, my only issue is for this year's Pro Bowl, if you want to recognize guys for what they did on the field and honor them with that honor of being in the Pro Bowl, you can't ignore Trevor Lawrence by putting in somebody just for a popularity contest.
The Pro Bowl
is no longer.
The Pro Bowl is not that what you're saying no more. That's what the Pro Bowl used to be, Steve.
Right.
The Pro Bowl is about it's a
So then they should just have a vote contest, let the fans vote, and then just make it nothing more. It has nothing to do with play on the field. It's just a popularity contest, like American Idol.
It's a lot of things that need to change.
Yeah,
the Pro Bowl needs to be revamped.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, just do like the NBA All-Star Game and just make it a fan vote.
Yep.
All right, we got to get to these championship games. I think we've held off long enough.
The championship games. We need to talk about this officiating, Steve.
Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. We got to tie it to the championship games because I know the games that you want to argue over are tied to these games.
I'm not arguing. Hey, this officiating is crazy out here.
But we've been arguing about the officiating for years. And like I said at the beginning of the show, if the NFL wanted to fix it, they would have fixed it. But at this point, they clearly do not want to fix the issue. They like the controversy of the fans not knowing from play to play what the rule is or how the rule is going to go down. It's all officiating. They use their own judgment. It's about how officials want to see a play. I mean, it's crazy. But that's how the NFL has been that way for 15 years now.
It's no longer what the rule is. Because one week they can tell you this is the letter of the rule.
Right.
He has to hold the ball all the way to the ground. And then when the game is playing, they'll just rush through it and be like, that's a catch. Like, wait. He didn't hold on to the ball. No, his knee was down. That's a catch. But the rule is the letter of the rule. Oh, no, well, what we mean by that, and I hate when they call Gene from where's he, in Sacramento?
Gene's territory.
When they call him, and he why isn't he able to get a straight phone like the back call, the phone's glowing red, where they have to pick it up and they have to talk to him before they make an important call like that. Because in this playoff bracket, this has messed up a couple games. In my opinion, it should still be the Rams versus who was it?
You still trying to talk about the Steamboat? You still trying to get the Bills? Exactly. You still trying to get the Bills in the Super Bowl? Look, nobody can get the Bills in the Super Bowl. It's not going to happen. It's just Josh Allen is he's like Super Bowl is his kryptonite.
And I'm not putting on Josh. Before that pass that they called incorrectly, he threw a wide open pass to a wide receiver that dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. He
also has 4 or 5 turnovers. He has every game. We've been covering him for years, and Josh Allen's good for those 3 to 4 turnovers.
Turnovers are a part of the game.
Yeah,
but when it came down to time,
not to everybody.
I would blame Josh Allen if he put the ball over their head or at their feet, but he put the ball in people's hands and they dropped the ball. And
You
the
know who turnovers
referee
weren't?
dropped the ball
Yeah.
big time in that game.
You know who turnovers weren't part of? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold finally got over that monkey on his back. Why? Because he had the game of his life this past Sunday, in which he threw for over 346 yards with no turnovers.
And you know what?
And that's the key.
Do you remember what I said about that game?
I said, yeah.
I said the Rams are going to win, but I want Sam Darnold to win.
Well,
I said it live last week.
Yeah,
The person who I wanted to win was Sam Darnold, but I didn't think that he could beat the Rams. And if the refs would have called the game, he wouldn't have beat the Rams. But that's neither here nor there. Hey,
the better team won. The better team won that game. Seattle was the better team that game.
Hey,
we could look at it. Sam Darnold outplayed Stafford, and the best player on the field this game, Jackson Njimba, he outplayed Puka. I mean, that's the game right there.
I don't know about outplaying.
Two best players in the game.
Those two players went at it. I mean, they both played offense, but it seemed like they had a secret phone call saying, "I bet you I do better than you," and they was going at it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It was a beautiful thing.
You know the ball is going to somebody, and they still get it. Wow.
Yeah. If you love offensive football, the Seahawks-Ram game was a beautiful game to watch.
Beautiful.
Two teams at the elite level of playing offense. So, and then the other game.
Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody.
And I will say about the Broncos and Patriot game. And I think this is the one thing that makes NFL special is that weather is the only sport that weather really, truly can have an impact on the game. You know, it doesn't happen in basketball. In baseball, if the weather's bad, they stop the game. They go. That game was truly affected.
We're going to cover our heads. Patrick said Josh Allen will get to a Super Bowl if he can be surrounded by a better supporting cast.
Man, is at a point now where you start to even question that. It's kind of like with Lamar Jackson. We always say, well, Lamar Jackson has a better supporting cast.
Now, Lamar Jackson
got Derrick Henry.
Lamar Jackson has the supporting cast. He just doesn't use
and it still hasn't made a difference.
Josh Allen actually gets the ball to these wide receivers, Steve. How many balls have Keenan Allen misjudged and dropped? He got punished and sat on the sidelines because he doesn't play right.
Look, I like Josh Allen, but the bottom line is that he's a turnover machine at the worst times.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that's the thing that just is the killer for him. Game after game, he just – and you know – how many times we watched a game where we sat there and said, what were they thinking? Why is he just throwing the ball up? Well, why is he just making – we've seen it over and over again.
I agree.
I mean, you know, when it was his rookie year, his second, third year, we were like, okay, well, he's going to grow out of it. He's now in year 7.
And
he still hasn't grown out of it. It's just who he is.
I like Josh Allen. You know,
I like it too.
That team somehow he does need wide receivers. Keep Shakir. He needs somebody to help Shakir out. I don't know. The guy Diggs cried his way out. He diva'd his way out because if he would have had Diggs, I believe they would have been just fine. And then they got rid of that guy Gabe. Gabe came back. They got rid of him for a long time.
Had him. I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, and if ever a city should win a title, Buffalo. I mean, can you imagine just how crazy Buffalo would be?
Yeah,
that Bills Mafia get to a Super Bowl and win one.
Yeah,
that's how crazy that's.
Yeah,
I'd want to fly to Buffalo to go to that parade because you know that parade's going to be off the chain.
I'm gonna say here, the Bills got robbed. I know Steve don't agree with me, but the Bills got robbed.
I just think that Josh Allen, for whatever reason, he's going to be that guy who just can't get the job done. I'm not going to say the Dan Marino of his era, but he may be.
Do you think that they made a good decision by firing Sean?
Somebody had to be the fall guy. I mean,
why wouldn't it be the offensive coordinator? Why would it be Sean?
They've done that though. They fired offensive coordinators before.
This is true.
They've done that, and it still hasn't made a difference. And so, at some point, the head coach has to be the fall guy. And McDermott is the fall guy. I mean, now, do we think the new coach coming in is going to make it better?
It's the same person. They're going to get the same damn game. You're going to get the same damn game. This is the guy that was calling the plays when Sean was there. What's going to be the difference? Unless you get some type of
that's my whole point. I don't know. I'm agreeing with you. I don't know. I mean, it makes no sense. It didn't move me at all. I'm like, you could have kept McDermott if you're going to get the guy who's calling the same plays. Why would you get rid of McDermott, who the defense at least was strong? Now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
and you mentioned a good thing. Buffalo has been great for so long, and then when they get to the playoffs, me and you have both seen it. They get to certain plays, and it'll be a second down. They need 7 yards for a first down, and on second and third down, they would throw the ball 20, 30 yards down the field instead of getting the first down.
Throw it for grabs. Yeah. I mean, we've seen it over and over again. And it's maddening. To be a Bills fan has to be the most maddening thing ever because they are so good. They are so talented. And yet they still keep doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm with you. Hey, I want the Bills to win a Super Bowl just for the sake. I think it'd be great for the league. They should have ran also. Yeah, they do have 2 strong tight ends. I would argue they definitely should use them better.
Well, one that got hurt, but he came back, and then they were using Knox over the other guy more. I guess because he was still kind of gimpy, but it didn't look like it.
Didn't look like it to me. I mean, hey, it's playoffs. You got to play. So yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Patrick said, I look at and Brandon we're not on the same page. So he's saying the offensive coordinator and the coach weren't on the same page. That's why they had to get rid of him.
Well, Brandon Beane is the general manager. So now Brandon Beane he got a they gave him an upgrade. They moved him up to now he's the whole president of operations. So they fired McDermott, and then the guy who was helped brought in by McDermott, he gets a raise. He gets a boost. So,
oh man,
we'll see. I mean, the Bills and the Ravens are the 2 biggest enigmas in the NFL now because both of them should have been to at least one Super Bowl by now. I mean, we had Tom Brady was a big issue the first 3 or 4 years,
right?
Since Brady has retired. And now KC had their couple years. And now that KC's gone down, we just knew this was going to be the year that either the Ravens or the Bills would have got in. And neither one.
I picked the Ravens at the beginning of the season.
I know you did. That was your guy the whole season.
And they just did not show up. I picked Lamar Jackson on my fantasy football teams. I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Never will I do that again.
Well, you know what I'm going to be looking for? When it's time for the OTAs, Lamar Jackson better have his butt in every single OTA. He better not miss one OTA this summer.
We shall see.
He needs to be the first one. He needs to be the first one in, greeting the guys as they come in, and the last one out.
Man. Hey, but thank you guys for tuning in
on that because if I hear he don't get his bonus this year because he decided to skip OTAs, I'm done with him.
Hey, well, I was done with him when he didn't go with Henry. Henry should have been the no-brainer for this team. The Baltimore Ravens got Derrick Henry like the Philadelphia Eagles got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I mean
the only difference between both of them, when the Eagles got Saquon, they used their superpower.
Yeah,
when Baltimore got their superpower, they act like they didn't have a superpower.
Right.
They act like they didn't know who they had in the backfield.
It's crazy.
And that's why Harbaugh got fired. Now, did you agree with that firing before we get out of here?
Well, no, Harbaugh had to go. I mean, I think, like I said, like we talked about Tomlin, as great as Tomlin was and as great as what Tomlin did, he reached a wall. There's just nothing else you can do with Tomlin at that point. It's the same with Harbaugh. Right. Harbaugh, yeah. Lamar Jackson, I would never. I mean, I'd pass him over in fantasy for so many guys just because you don't know what you're gonna get from him from week to week. He's something else. He's a killer.
Last season he was a beast, though.
Oh, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He's a killer because you don't know what you're gonna get. He can be a beast, and then you believe in him, and then he lets you down.
I put him on my teams, not teams. Yeah. He wanted to stink it up. Yeah. Stink it up.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Blow the Whistle Sports. Tune in to see me and Stephen Rubain. And we got some more stuff coming for y'all. We got something for y'all.
Yeah. Next week, Super Bowl week. And we're going to give you guys our predictions for the NFL honors. So who's going to be MVP, who's going to be Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player, etc. So it's going to be a fun show. And I'm sure we're going to have some debates. I'm quite sure we won't agree on these picks. So
and please tune on for later in this week. We're going to come in with the MMA action and give y'all some updates. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, we see y'all next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday. Same time, same station. 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Y'all have a wonderful week.
Peace out.